There's been a steady stream of people arriving here at Tanjung Priok this morning, officials, rescuers, and a lot of media, of course. There has also been around 24 ambulances that have arrived, you can see behind me, in the last couple of hours, suggesting possibly that they are expecting to retrieve more bodies sometime soon today. They haven't, of course, retrieved any additional human remains since 11 o'clock yesterday morning, and that is a key focus of the operation right now. Also behind me is a plastic sheet covering some of what's been retrieved so far. I talked about that a little bit earlier. We got to see what was underneath a while ago. A lot of personal belongings, shoes, clothes, and also lots of pieces of broken plane, including mangled seats, giving you a bit of an idea of the force of the crash that took place yesterday. There is a smell coming from the debris that's over there. It's hard to explain what it's like exactly, but it is an unpleasant odor. But otherwise, we are all just waiting anxiously here for some significant developments. Some of the rescue officials have been bringing back different fragments. They are over there showing them to the media right now, but nothing really of significance at this time, and we are all waiting for that right now.
I believe the head of the rescue operation has been speaking to the media. What has he been telling the media?
Well, there were some conflicting reports about how many bodies have been recovered so far, but Mohammed Sioghi spoke to the media earlier on today and gave some clarity on that. He said that there were 24 body bags retrieved. That is perhaps the source of some of the confusion. 10 of those body bags contained human remains, and there are 10 confirmed dead right now. The other 14 actually were containing personal belongings, so that is perhaps where some of the confusion has arisen. But he is optimistic about the operations today. The weather conditions are good, and he said that will help to retrieve the remains and wreckage as well, and so the forecast is expected to be good for the next week. He's also said that most of the debris has on the surface of the water has already been retrieved, and they are relying now on sonar technology to find the main wreckage and the main body of the plane under the water. And there are 50 divers out there working on that right now, and there's every chance that we could find the remaining bodies and the black box at some point later today.
I know in incidences like this, it's difficult to not speculate, but there are already questions about the fact that the plane was almost brand new, and the company that operated the plane has a previous poor record when it comes to these disasters. What are people saying about this? Or is it just a question of waiting for the black box before we have any answers?
Well, they're certainly not giving us any exact details until they get that black box. There has been some talk that weather perhaps was a factor in the crash, but experts have now downplayed that, and they're pointing towards three particular issues. They talked about the fact that the pilots had asked to return shortly after takeoff. We don't know what that means exactly. They're also saying, we also know that there was some sort of technical problem before takeoff, although Lion Air insists that that was resolved. And of course, we've also heard that there has been an issue with the flight speed, and it is supposed to have fallen out of the sky at much higher speeds than you might expect. What that means exactly, we still need to find out, and that's all going to depend on retrieving that all-important black box for now.